New Hampshire woman gives birth at, get this, 57 years old. What? Let's hear what this story has to say. So a woman named Barbara Higgins is one of the oldest women in the U.S. to give birth. I don't read a lot of these stories beforehand, so I don't know what occurred here, but I'm assuming there was some kind of artificial insemination involved, because a 57-year-old broad isn't going to be naturally getting pregnant and carrying a baby to term. It's going to have to be something artificial, I would think. Anyhow, before I get into this stupid story, which is supposed to give older women hope about having kids. Not their own kids, apparently, unless they freeze those eggs, which, carries its own risks. I'd like to ask you to first go check out my website by going to therealistphilosopher.com. That is therealistphilosopher.com, and consider making a donation. And scroll down to the bottom of the page. You can make a donation in 3 ways. 1 is my Bitcoin wallet address. Number 2 is my Cash App address. And number 3 is my Patreon, which is a per-piece platform. I make about 8 pieces a month. So if you donate $1, it'd be like $8 a month. 50 cents, $4 a month. It's a subscription-style platform. So go check that out, therealistphilosopher.com. There's also a number of different services that I offer as a philosopher that you'll find on the main page of my website, therealistphilosopher.com. Some of those might interest you. Go check that out. And also, don't forget to follow me on BitChute. Don't forget to follow me on BitChute, because that's where all my content eventually ends up. BitChute.com/TheRealistPhilosopher. That's BITCHUTE.com/TheRealistPhilosopher. Go check it out. Okay, let's get to this ridiculous story. So, New Hampshire woman gives birth at 57. Congratulations are in order for New Hampshire teacher Barbara Higgins, who is proof that you're only as old as you feel. Notice they never say that about men. They always use that self-affirmation crap with women, but never about men. Yeah, generally men tend to look better as they get older. They don't need that kind of self-affirmation. Yeah, men age like a fine wine, women like curdled milk. And this woman is a perfect example of that. Yikes. 57 and had a baby? So, you're not as old as you feel, okay? You're as old as you are, all right? Spare me that subjectivist crap. On Saturday, the 57-year-old gave birth to her son, a healthy baby boy named Jack. Oh, boy. That kid don't look so good. I'm looking at a picture here, which I'll show you in a second. That kid don't look right. 57-year-old broad has a baby. Oh, no. I think his future might involve pulling ropes and ringing cathedral bells. Yeah. She gave birth to him, a healthy baby boy, at Concord Hospital after 3 hours of labor. Only 3 hours? Well, yeah. She's 57, That poon has seen a lot of stretching. I bet you she didn't need any anesthesia for that. No anesthesia, no spinal tap. Just pop that baby right on out. Oh, I hardly felt that. Yeah, at 57, with a 57-year-old poon, I believe it. Woo, that's some worn-out plumbing, yo. The Concord resident credits good genes for an easy third pregnancy. Good genes? Really? Look. Oh, boy. This is where things get real funny. Let's take a look at this broad and her supposed good genes. Oh, my God. Sun-spotted face, and that's a craggly-ass face. That's like a map from 1520, yo, on old vellum parchment. It's all cracked and wrinkled. Holy shit. Whoa! That face has seen some miles, and I bet that poon has too, hence the relatively easy pregnancy. Holy shit, good genes. Lady, those are not good genes. Whoa! Holy shit! Yeah. She's the poster child for prophylactics. You put that in a prophylactics package, you don't need prophylactics. Holy shit! Yeah. What do you think that is on a SMV scale? What do you think their sexual marketplace is? A 1? -2? Good genes, Mike. Woo! Yeah, oh boy. Yeah, interesting. Let's check out another picture of this broad, huh? Oh boy. She's deadlifting. Yikes. Yeah, what do we got here? There's the husband. Oh, there's some of the good genes involved? Oh! He don't look so good. He don't look too bright. That's not the face of a highly intelligent man. Well, I mean, look at what he married, all right? That broad is not going to attract, not going to get a highly intelligent dude. A highly intelligent dude might actually make a good living. Wouldn't look like that troglodytic frog, man. That's good genes, huh? Okay. If you say so. Woo, boy. If that's good genes, I'd hate to see what bad genes look like. Fucking A. So, yeah, she goes on to say that her easy pregnancy, good genes. Yeah, that's what she credits it for. Okay, yeah. I credit it to a very stretched out poon of a 57-year-old broad. That's what I credit it to. We live to be 100. We climb mountains. We ski well into our 90s, Higgins told NBC. What the fuck you talking about? You're 57, bitch. You ain't 100. How do you think? What makes you think you're going to live to 100? Or be skiing into your 70s? You don't look so good. Neither does your husband. You look like pig humans already. I don't see you skiing in your 90s, okay? Despite you trying to make yourself look healthy by doing some deadlifting in a fucking video. Higgins' dedication to fitness also proved to be an asset. Okay. She said she was weightlifting until the day she went into labor. Oh, God. She does a little weightlifting. She thinks she has good genes. I do a lot of weight training and all that crazy CrossFit stuff. Yeah, how long you been doing that, honey? I bet you ain't been doing it your whole life. That you hear about, she said, sharing a video of herself weightlifting. Oh, well, ooh. Gee, you're lifting weights at 57. Oh, you must be a genetic superwoman then. In 2016, Higgins said her husband, Kenny, endured the crushing loss of their daughter. Oh, my God. Okay, that's bad. I'm sorry about that. That's not a good thing. Yeah, I hope these eggs aren't from their daughter. Oh, my God. Okay, no, because she was 13. Molly was 13, and she had an undiagnosed brain tumor and died very suddenly. She said, that throws your life into a tailspin of feelings and experiences that you weren't expecting. Yeah, that's pretty fucked up. Nobody should ever have to outlive their kids. I agree. You have my condolences in that regard. That said, having a kid at 57, oh boy, what kind of future is that kid going to have? Oh my God! How could she even have kids? At 57, wouldn't you have already experienced menopause? Can she even make breast milk? It was after their loss and while working through grief that Higgins became consumed with the thought of getting pregnant again. Yeah, it's not going to happen naturally. I don't see how. I started having these dreams that I wanted to have a child. Yeah, that's why they're dreams, because they don't exist. Yeah, I dreamed about a fucking dragon the other night eating me. And then I ate the dragon or some shit. That's not real. Oh, boy. And I thought, okay, Barb, that's a little crazy, she shared with NBC Boston. A little crazy? Apparently you don't have a very good understanding of biology. But Kenny was on board. After finding an IVF clinic, must not be a very moral or virtuous clinic, because encouraging a woman to have kids at this age, in my opinion, is irresponsible. That would treat a woman in her 50s, they decided to go for it. Couldn't possibly be a very good clinic, I'm sorry. I think it's morally questionable that they would not only encourage this woman, but help her to have a baby. You know what the odds are at this age of having a kid, and if you do get pregnant, of carrying it to term, and carrying it to term, what the odds are of dying during pregnancy? Let alone what kind of IQ your baby's going to have. Yeah, they're going to pop out Forrest Gump. Oh, that's okay, though. We've beaten the odds, and I'm so proud of her, Kenny Banshoff told the outlet, beaming at his wife and newborn son. Wait, they have different names. But it's his wife. Her name is What? His name is Banzoff, and her name is Higgins. Huh, that's very unusual. So she didn't take his name. Oh, my God. She's one of these empowered, feminazi, uber-feminist broads. I am not going to sublimate my wants and needs or my name to my new husband. That's a sign of submission. I will not take his name. We will be equals. This broad wanted to have a fucking baby at 57. She's been a trooper through the whole thing. As a mother who has lost a child, Higgins knows that tomorrow is never promised and age didn't play a role in their decision-making. Okay, so where'd they get the eggs? At 57, she ain't making no new eggs. Did she freeze eggs a while ago? Where'd you get the eggs to even have this dude's sperm impregnated? Or did they, how did this work exactly? Okay, so they didn't do things naturally. That's right. So, you know, they weren't just banging normally and him hoping he would knock her up. Okay. So why was this guy on board? Who in the right mind at the age of 57 wants to have a baby? I mean, Jesus Christ. By the time, when you're 70, that kid's going to be 13. Fucking A. Oh, my God. So the kid's going to graduate from high school at about the time they reach 75. Who the hell at 75 years old wants to have an 18-year-old? Where are you going to find the energy to take care of this fucking kid? You already got arthritis. Very little energy. Jesus. So at 62, the kid's going to be 5. 5-year-olds have a lot of energy. They need a lot of attention. Oh, well, we're retired now. I don't see how you're going to find the energy to take care of a 5-year-old at 63, but okay. As a mother who's lost her child, yeah. She knows that tomorrow is never promised and age didn't play a role in their decision-making. Maybe it should have. I think it's highly irresponsible and selfish of you to think of having a kid, let alone having a kid at your age. What kind of quality of life is this kid going to have? And again, I'm not even going to speak to the quality of this guy's sperm at 57. What about your eggs? Oh, this kid ain't going to be curing cancer, I tell you that. Nobody can give birth to a baby and know with a certainty that they will be alive to see that baby grow up, she said. No, but you can be a hell of a lot more assured that you will if you have the baby at 30 than if you do at fucking 57, bitch. It's a pretty flimsy pretext to pop out a kid on. I don't know how I will be in 10 years. In worse shape than you would be if you were 30. And why should Jack not get to be alive because I'm old? Because, you're old? As if that's a little thing. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Higgins is hopeful that her story is encouraging for women struggling to get pregnant and proves that age is just a fucking number. I put the fucking in. This is ridiculous. How did she have this kid? There's no eggs. This broad's having no eggs. I bet there's a lot of information that's completely, totally left out of this story. She probably froze her eggs 20, 30 years ago or something like that. I have some eggs I froze. There's no way. I mean, I don't see how. I mean, is there any way that she could produce eggs at this age? Is there some kind of treatment, like giving her estrogen or other hormones and chemicals that can kick her body into producing new eggs? And if those eggs are being produced, what's the quality? I mean, at 35 is called a geriatric pregnancy. What the fuck is this called? Crypt Keeper's having a baby! Yeah. Can you imagine we got a baby the Crypt Keeper would pop the fuck out if Crypt Keeper was a woman? And we don't know what sex the Crypt Keeper is. I mean, every time I saw that dude, I'm like, is that really a dude? He could be a woman, too. It could be a woman, the voice. We don't know. It's a corpse. It's a desiccated corpse with kind of a voice that's kind of halfway between male and female. So that could be a broad. Very easily. Oh, my God. 57. So you're 22 years beyond where something starts to be classified as geriatric. And you're going to have a kid. Encouraging for women struggling to get pregnant? What I think this story like this is very irresponsible. Not only are these people irresponsible, having a kid at this fucking age who they're not really going to be able to effectively take care of and who's going to have a subpar IQ. Let's face it, okay? Men can have kids when they get older. Our genetic material doesn't degrade to the extent that women's does. But a woman? If she didn't freeze her eggs, if these are not eggs from 20, 30 years ago, if these are actually the eggs created by a 57-year-old woman who's had some kind of fucking alchemy done on her to allow her body to produce eggs again, then those eggs are of such poor quality, this kid is going to be a mongoloid. The most he's going to be able to do is sweep floors. And he's not going to be able to take care of you in your old age. You're going to have to take care of him. Because he's so fucking stupid. He might be able to stack fruit at the local supermarket. Maybe. But that's probably about it. Oh, but who am I to say? Who's anybody to say he shouldn't get to live because I'm old? Me, bitch. That's who. It's crazy. I think it's highly irresponsible to send this kind of message to young women. Oh, you can pursue your career and pursue your dreams and still be able to have kids at 50. You know, the average IQ of white people used to be 115. If you go back 150 years, like, white people had an average IQ of 115. 115. Now it's 100. Why is it going down? Because women are having kids later in life, which means the quality of that child, their IQ is going to be lower. Women don't breastfeed for as long, if at all. Breastfeeding has a lot to do with how high your child's IQ will be. Let's do everything that's counter to that. Let's pop out kids at 50. Let's not breastfeed them. This is great. What a wonderful message to send women. Have substandard babies at a time of your life where you're at least able to take care of them. Oh, it's a great message to send women. If they can even have kids, by the way. That this woman is a rare exception to the fucking rule. Generally speaking, after the age of 30, it's much more difficult to have fucking kids because 90% of your eggs are dead. And by the time you're 35, 99% of them are fucking dead. You need some fucking wizardry. Some Harry Potter level of fucking alchemy, like the kind that created the Philosopher's Stone in that shitty movie series to get these women pregnant. This woman is a rare exception, and that she's pushing herself as some kind of ideal future rule and not the exception is highly irresponsible and damaging to other women, if you ask me. Do not encourage women to wait until later in life. They're already encouraged to wait until they're fucking 40. They already think, oh, I can have my cake and eat it too. I can have my career in my 20s and my 30s and ride the cock carousel, and I don't even have to worry about getting married and having a kid until I'm 35. Yeah, by the time you reach that point, it's almost impossible. Oh, man, yeah. This is crazy. Anyhow, let me know what you think. Is this story something that should inspire women to follow in this old cunt's footsteps? Should women wait until their late 30s, 40s, or just like this broad 50s before they try to have a baby? Is that the way to go? Or is it a highly irresponsible message to send? And is this woman nothing more than a very rare exception to a rule that should be adhered to? Let me know in the comment section. And please like and subscribe to my BitChute channel if you have not already. bit.chute.com/The Realist Philosopher. That's bitchute.com/The Realist Philosopher. And again, if you really like and appreciate the raw, red pill nature of the content I create, go check out my website, TheRealistPhilosopher.com. Scroll down to the bottom of the page and consider making a donation. I could really use your help.